What's up YouTube, BreederMac here, bringing you guys my first ever Pokemon Showdown battle. Before we get into today's battle, if you guys could Mac attack the hell of the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. And for those of you that don't know, Pokemon Showdown is a computer program or app, game, whatever you want to call it, that allows you to test out new teams or Pokemon that you guys want to use for Wi-Fi battling. It's a great way that you don't have to go through the trouble of either trading them, breeding them, catching them. It's fast and easy. You guys can just make a team in a couple minutes and try your hands at OU, at UU, at all the different tiers. So I highly recommend it for people that are trying to get in competitive battling that just don't have the time to either breed, or they don't have the time, like they don't have time for breeding, EV training, and all that. They want to make one team, and that's it. This is a great way for you guys to actually work out teams and go to Pokemon, so you actually set up teams. So we're actually going to get into this battle. This team I built like a couple minutes before I actually even started this whole match. So I have my Chestnut here. It's pretty much, he's physically defensive, and so I figured, I didn't know he'd leave off the Skarmory. So I Spiky Shield expecting the Brave Bird, but he actually goes for the spikes. But I guess because he sees that, he switches out because he doesn't want to take the double recoil. So he gets up his spikes up, which is fine. He goes into a Salamence, and I actually go into my Rotom Wash because that's about the best thing I have to basically wall this thing. He D-dances, which is fine with me. I have no problem with that. I actually go for the Will-O-Wisp here because I want to burn it, especially if it's the physical attacker and it's just going to get chip damage. It's going to get residual damage. But he switches out in his Breloom because he realizes he's not going to do anything to my Rotom Wash. And I Volt Switch. I was always going to Volt Switch anyways. So this now allows me to go into my Chandelier. And I can either... It's Choice Scarf, so I know I'm going to easily take him out. But he switches because he figures he's not going to do that much damage. I figured on the switch, so that's why I go for the Psychic here. I do run the Psychic as sort of an odd choice instead of going for the Fire Blast, because I knew the Psychic would easily take out the Breloom. So he's obviously the Toxic Orb, Poison Heal, defensive Gliscor. So I switch in my Azumarill because I know I'm going to eat this Earthquake, but he actually gets the crit, and that's going to suck. So I guess that forced him to switch, even though, because I was always going to go for the Aqua Jet, and I'm pretty sure the Aqua Jet probably would have killed him. But he goes into his Breloom, which is fine. I can't take the any grass move that he wants, so I switch back into my Chandelier. He actually goes for the Bullet Seed here, and I was looking at it, and this did a lot more damage than I thought it would, but it turns out he's actually Life Orbed, so that's probably most of the reason. And if he would have hit 5 times, that would have absolutely sucked, because that would have been a Chandelier gone. But I go for the Psychic here. I'm just trying to... Chansey's so hard to take care of. So I'm just going for damage at this point, trying to whittle it down to a point where, you know, something can easily take it out. He goes for the Toxic. I guess he expected me to switch. So that's fine. I figure at this point he's death fodder. I'm not going to be able to... I can't switch him in on the spikes. He's going to faint anyway. So I was just going for damage at that point. So he protects because he knows the Toxic's going to take me out. So I'm okay with that. It kind of sucks to lose my Choice Scarf right away. But I go in my Lopunny here. Lopunny is actually the Mega. And I'm running Fake Out, Return, High Jump Kick, and Ice Punch. So I have Fake Out obviously to get the my Mega off because it's priority. He's going to withdraw into a Salamence, and I think I actually predicted him to... No, I thought he'd stay in, but I still go for the High Jump Kick because it's going to do a lot of damage. I thought I went for the Ice Punch there, but I didn't. So he switches in the Mance, I guess predicting the fighting move. So of course he still burns, so he's not going to be able to do a lot to me. So I go in my Slowking. That's just... This thing just eats up everything. He's defensive, he's leftovers, regenerator, slack off. These things are pretty hard to die if you don't know how to handle them. So I guess that forced him to switch because he wasn't going to take the Psyshock. So I go for the Psyshock. That's going to do, just over a third. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to get the leftovers here. I'm not sure why he went into his Chandelier. I guess he thought I'd switch out, but I figured I could even take the energy ball because he learns it. But so that's okay with me. So I get him able to get the Scald off because he actually does stay in. I guess he was predicting me to switch, but so that's fine. I'm happy with getting his Chandelier out of the way. I don't have to worry about it. And now he goes into a Skarmory. He's gonna Brave Bird. He's just trying to take care of my Slow King here. And I Scald. I'm gonna get off decent amount of damage. I think on this turn he actually he roosts, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, he switches out. I thought he roost, but he switches out into his Chansey, and I'm gonna probably just spamming. Oh no, I slack off because I don't think I could live 2 more Brave Birds, so I had to get some sort of HP back. So he Toxics, and this is the only problem I end up realizing with this team, is that this team is not gonna do well to Toxic stalls or status ailments. So it's something I gotta look at, but well, that's another, and so I Psy Shock here, because that's the only move I have to take care of his Chansey. So I go into my Lopunny here. He's going to Wish, which is fine with me. He's going to Wish Protect, and I figured he would. So I Fake Out, because that's one of the big ups with Lopunny, is he's got the priority stab Fake Out. So he's going to withdraw, and I think he goes into his Skarmory here, and I actually go for the Ice Punch here. It only does about 17%. I was hoping it would do a lot more, but obviously he's physically invested because I thought that should have done more. But he roosts here, which is fine. So he's back to full health now. So I'm trying to figure out how to deal with this Scarm Chansey core that he's running. So he actually goes for the Chansey. I went for the Willow because I know he's a physical attacker. So at least I'd be able to take him out with something. Because his attacks, because I know he's running no attack investment. So I get the burn off on the Chansey, which is good. And then I missed the Hydro, which sucks. But that's why you run it, because I'm running no special attack investment. So he Toxics because he realizes that he's another wall. So I Hydro Pump. It only does 13%. So I figured he's doing the Wish Protect Toxic stall. So I figured my best chance is to switch out here into something else, into my Chestnut, because I knew he'd go for the Protect here. He wasn't gonna do anything else. So he gets his Wish. So he's back to 3/4 health. So that's okay. I'm okay. I run the Leech Seed, so I'm not going to get the Leech Seed and the burn. And he goes for the Toxics and Mitch, which I'm actually really happy that I am able to that he's able to miss that. And as you see, this core is going to do a lot of damage. It's going to be almost 25%. And Super Fang, it actually will say it's illegal on Showdown, but it's actually a move tutor move. So it's probably what I'm going to be running on him, because it does half his damage. And as you see, the Super Fang Leech Seed burn easily takes him out. So he goes in the Breloom here. I'm not sure why he went in the Breloom. I think he's just trying to get damage off, Toxic stall me. So I Super Fang here. And I guess I couldn't go for another Super Fang, but I go for the Spiky Shield because I know this is pretty much a physical attacker, and actually catch him on that. So I'm pretty happy about that. He's gonna lose almost all his health. I would have liked for him to faint from it, but it is what it is. I try to go for the double Spiky, but it fails. So he's gonna low sweep here. So I'm still okay. I mean, I guess in hindsight I could have run Synthesis on him and maybe got back some health here. But at the end of the day, it turns out that it really doesn't matter, because he's going to go into his Gliscor. I just figure I might as well go for... There's no point switching in anything onto any attack. So I let my Chestnut faint because he's done his job. I don't think he's really much use to me. I mean, I guess I could leftovers, but I go in my Lopunny here. And he's going to withdraw. I think I actually go straight for the Ice Punch here. I don't think I fake out. And as you see, it's still doing 16. I can't. My Lopunny's going to do nothing against a Skarmory, so I got to figure out how to deal with this thing. So I'm going to switch. I think I switch into my Rotom. No, my Slowking, actually. I thought I switched into my... Oh, okay, I remember this now. So he's going to Brave Bird. He's just trying to... He's trying to whittle me down between the Brave Bird and the Toxic. So that's okay with me, because I'm just trying to get this to a point where, you know, I could take it out with something. But so he's going to just spam Brave Bird here. I go for the Scald and get him down to a point where I could take him out with a crit, but he's not going to be able to take me out with one Brave Bird without a crit either. So he's actually going to Roost here, which I'm pretty happy about, because I can get a free one or two more Scalds off, and I'm fishing for the burn too. So I get lucky and I get the burn here. So that's going to make his physical attacks, his Brave Bird, not do as much. And as you see, it's actually going to play out here, because I'm actually able to live that Brave Bird. But without the burn, I would have not have lived it. And the Scald burn, I think it's going to take him down to a couple HP. So I'm pretty happy about that. That a Skarmory is pretty much dead at this point. He's going to be dead in one turn to burn damage. So I think I just Ice Punch here. I don't even go for the fake out, because there's no point. I know I outspeed, so there's no point doing anything else. And I know my Lopunny can pretty much walk through this battle on his own. He's going to Fire Blast. I have no idea how his Salamence outspeed, because I'm pretty sure Mega Lopunny's speed is faster than that of non-T-Dance regular Mance. But whatever, there's not much I can do about it. He Fire Blasts, takes him out. I go to my Rotom Wash, and I pretty much thought he'd switch out into his Gliscor here, because it'd be pretty stupid of him not to, thinking I'd Volt Switch and go out into my Azumarill. So I Hydro Pump, so I'm able to take down his Gliscor. So it's only left down to his Salamence here, and at Burned, it's getting into a point where I guess he goes for the Outrage, because he's just trying to get his strongest attack off. So I go for the Hydro, I miss. I guess at this point I could have switched into my Azumarill, because the Outrage wouldn't have taken me out, and I could have just Aqua Jet for the win. But I figure there's no point. Might as well finish off with my Rotom, because I knew the burn at the very least would be able to take him out. So it's GG to my opponent. I hope you guys like my battle. If you guys could please give me some ideas about, you know, how we can make this team a little better, that'd be greatly appreciated. And don't forget to please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. Thanks, guys.